Tonight on Total Impact, will Rudy Boy Gonzalez hold on to his TWA television title? Will the American Dragon make off with the new belt? And does Wolfie D have more bark than bite? Will Buster be puffed for loss without UBG? It's Total Impact next.
From Far West Rodeo in San Antonio, Texas, this is the Texas Wrestling Alliance Total Impact, brought to you by Texas Discount Furniture. I'm Kevin Vargas, afternoon host of 99.5 KISS, and the man next to me here needs no introduction in the WWF. He's the commissioner, but here in the TWA, he's the boss, the CEO, San Antonio's own, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Thank you very much, Kevin Vargas, and what a show we've got for you. That's why we call it Total Impact. 30 minutes of nothing but that, Total Impact. And we're starting out this big show with a television title match. The champion, Rudy Boy Gonzalez, faces international star, the American Dragon.
Also, we'll hear from TWA heavyweight champion, Venom.
And guess what? On the main event, we've got Buster Time from the UBG, the Ultimate Bad Guys, facing another star, Wolfie D.
I don't need the people's eyebrow. I don't need 24-inch pythons. I'm the TWA television champion. I said I'll defend my title against anybody, and I'm going to do just that. American Dragon, you may have been all over the world, but I'm going to see you tonight in the ring.
From the beautiful facility known as Far West Rodeo in San Antonio, Texas, TWA Total Impact is underway. Kevin Vargas and the man.
I'll tell you what, Kevin Vargas, this first man, the American Dragon, international star, trained in Tokyo, Japan, in the dojos of Tokyo, Japan, makes his home in the United States, but this man is something to see. He is a rising star here in the Texas Wrestling Alliance, I guarantee it.
And here comes the holder of the TV title.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the arena, he is your Texas Wrestling Alliance television champion from San Antonio, Texas, Rudy Boy Gonzalez.
I guess you can tell by the response from the fans that they do not like the fact that Rudy Boy Gonzalez has turned his back not only on the fans, but on his heritage.
Rudy Boy and his little tirade against his heritage, you know, it's kind of a real, can you believe he's doing this? I mean, he's saying there's no Hispanic blood in him. However, he did not get that tint from Custom Sounds. Take a look at that color there, Rudy Boy. And with a name like Gonzalez,
If it's not a real good tanning, bad boy, he doesn't waste time getting right on the dragon, does he?
once again, Rudy Boy moving in immediately, starts throwing the big fist, saying, "Come here, rookie." Whip into the ropes, off comes Dragon. Nice duck under. Stops, blocks, and reverse flip on Rudy Boy. Down he goes.
I tell you what, I think we're going to see things from the Dragon that we have not seen from many TWA stars.
American Dragon up and with the big drop kick, Rudy Boy Gonzalez out, and he's into the guardrail meeting the first row of fans.
For such a young guy, you have to admire the experience level that the Dragon is showing at this point.
Rudy Boy not the most graceful trying to get back in the ring there. American Dragon flips him over, hangs on to that headlock. Rudy Boy thought he was going to get out of it, but not when you hang on tight. Lock it in and let your momentum carry your opponent over. And there's one of the disadvantages to having a mask.
Well, first you said it was long hair, then you said it was the mask. I guarantee you, Kevin, if there's anything up there, somebody's going to grab a hold of it.
No doubt about it. Anything you can do to take that shortcut, and Rudy Boy is not one opposed to shortcuts.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, you're smart, Rudy. Turn around. American Dragon flips him over.
Beautiful horse run into the hold.
No, only the 2 count, only the 2 count. It's got to take more than that to take out Rudy Boy Gonzalez. He did not get to be the TV champion by just laying down real quick and letting people push him around.
Well, plus you're talking about the experience level. 15 years that Rudy Boy's got. The American Dragon, from what I understand, mysterious past, from what I understand, he's been in the wrestling business less than 6 months.
You always got to wonder, though, Sean, when the wrestlers come in a mask, do they have a past? Are they somebody they don't want their opponent to realize who they are? Or are they maybe just figuring, if I don't tell them who I am, even if I don't have experience, maybe they'll be wondering about it. Rudy Boy picks up the Dragon, slams him down. Rudy Boy Gonzalez measures up the knee. No one home. American Dragon, he's up quickly. Little Three Stooges action, the mo to the eyes. That staggers an opponent every time. Rudy Boy trying to take out the American Dragon with the help of the turnbuckle. Whips him in. Follows it up and gets a foot to the face.
Big boot by the Dragon. Whoa, one hop. Look at that. Whoa.
Beautiful flip. No one home. Ow.
Unbelievable athleticism. One hop up to that top rope. Went for the moonsault, but as you said, Kevin, nobody home.
Nothing like feeling like one of the flapjacks on the way down. Rudy Boy makes the pin. Not enough, not enough. This American Dragon is spunky. Rudy Boy's going to have to take him a little more serious. Once again, jawing with the fans, especially the Hispanic fans, the Mexican fans at ringside. He's got that little vendetta against his own people.
Well, I tell you what, right now he needs to concentrate on just the American Dragon because this young man has given the veteran Rudy Boy all he can handle.
Reversal. Dragon goes down. Rudy Boy up and over. Off the ropes. Under, picks him up.
Oh!
Slingshots him off the top rope and then pancakes him in the middle of the ring. Rudy Boy thinking the fans are on his side chanting his name until they add an extra word in there.
And sometimes, as you hear a lot of announcers say, guys that wrestle high risk maneuvers, sometimes that works against you, as he just did there against the Dragon. Of course, it doesn't help with the champion throwing you outside on the concrete floor.
American Dragon, trained in Japan. That's the explanation for the mask and many of the high moves. Rudy Boy, I don't care what country you're training from or country you're wrestling in, neck to the top rope equals windy. Oh! Into the rail, Rudy Boy viciously throws the American Dragon right behind us into the rail, and the crowd is not pleased with that move.
Into the metal rail, and of course, no padded mats on these floors. People want hardcore. TWA is going to give them hardcore. No pads around these rings.
Let's clarify something, Sean. Underneath this mat, underneath the carpet, is the dance floor. And that is an unforgiving floor. Rudy Boy holds up the American Dragon and drops him down. Nice elevation and then brought him down. The longer you hold the opponent up there, the more the blood rushes to the head, the more disoriented they become, and that blow becomes just that more effective.
Either that or he's just showing off, Kev. I'm not sure which one it is.
Rudy Boy definitely has a little bit of that attitude that says, look at me. I'm a superior male. I am not Hispanic. I am a superior man. But how does he get the not Hispanic thing?
Well, I tell you what, I think Rudy is also dealing with a lot of demons from the past. He's very
Nice
bitter.
pick.
He doesn't like these young up-and-comers coming on his turf. Treading on his turf, as they say.
Rudy Boy's a veteran, and he has said before there's a reason he came here, and that is to hold a and every belt. He has started with the television title, and he says that's just the beginning. When it's all said and done, he will be the Grand Slam winner with every belt. And once a member of the Latin Alliance,
Oh!
American Dragon, beautiful move, uses the ropes.
Spinning DDT from the second rope.
Walks up over, and Rudy Boy takes the big old flip right on top of his head. American Dragon, crowd behind him. Far West crowd, very much. I don't know if it's so much favoring the American Dragon or they're just dislike for Rudy Boy. Nice roll over the back. Rudy Boy showing the Hercules pose. Sorry, Rudy Boy.
He's got, what's it?
Using the ropes for leverage.
He had him. Rudy's holding the rope there.
The inexperience of the young wrestler. He made a beautiful move, a pinning move on Rudy Boy, but he was way too close to the ropes to be fully effective.
Is it inexperience on the Dragon's part or experience on Rudy Boy's part? And at this point, the Dragon doesn't care. He just knows he got ripped off, and he's going to settle the score.
The slugfest is on.
Oh,
beautiful
nice spinning back kick.
Spinning back kick.
Beautiful
Rudy Boy
spinning back
Gonzalez goes right out to the floor to meet some of his fans. Rudy Boy wobbling around, but yes, he's making the sign. I don't think he's calling for a plate of refried beans. He wants his belt.
Well,
once again, the
successful
American
title
Dragon.
defense here by Rudy Boy Gonzalez on our debut show, our debut match here on Total Impact.
Hello, San Antonio. Emilio here with all my friends at Texas Discount Furniture. Right now, get a free TV with the purchase of a Bencraft recliner, a nasty loft bunk bed set for $5.99, or a vanity with chair for just $39. Where else can you find these deals? And no better time than now to support my Tejanos for Children Foundation and coming soon, my benefit concert. See you soon. Remember Texas Discount Furniture. They won't be undersold, and they want to save you money.
Texas Discount Furniture.
Texas Wrestling Alliance, the TWA Heavyweight Champion, Venom. And of course, Buffy.
Your Texas Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion,
Venom wears the belt, and with the belt comes the other things that include money, the babes, and Buffy the Slayer Trampire. Definitely one of the, to the spoils, to the victor go the spoils.
Very evident here in the Texas Wrestling Alliance that there is no true competition for Venom. They have lined them up one by one, and Venom has knocked down every single one of them.
He is talking some truth, Sean.
So since Venom has ruled the roost and plans to do so long, I decided to give an opportunity to a good friend of mine, a former part of the Nation of Domination, also one half of the PG-13 tag team, Wolfie D. Wolfie, come on out.
Unbelievable, Wolfie D, ex-WWF star, Memphis Power Pro Wrestling. This young man has been all around the world also. And what happens? He's here now in the Texas Wrestling Alliance.
Well, Sean, there's no secret to the fact that your phone has been ringing non-stop with federations and organizations from all over the world. Their wrestlers wanting to come to the TWA, come to Texas. It is definitely one of the new proving grounds for professional wrestlers.
Well,
Good to see you,
Kevin had a
Wolfie.
vision.
Great to have you
If
here.
they build it,
Great to be here
they will
in
come.
the TWA. I've heard a lot about it, all kinds of competition. You brought me here for one reason, because you told me that there was no competition. But, you know, Paul, me and you been up and down the roads together, and this business is about money, and it's about titles. And I'm looking around your waist right there, and you're the champion. So, since we're such good friends, why don't you give me a shot at that title?
Oh, wait a minute. Take it easy, man. Hey, you got a real tough match coming up here. Let's handle that first, and we'll talk about it later. How about it? Yeah. Welcome to the Texas Wrestling Alliance. Buffy, take care of Wolfie.
Take care of Wolfie.
Well, Venom certainly knows how to please his friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, there they are, Wolfie D and the Texas Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion, Venom.
One big difference, though. Venom wears a gold belt around his waist. Wolfie D carries a hubcap.
That's right. And coming up next, after this next commercial, we will have Wolfie D and one half of the UBG Buster Time.
Wolfie D, look into the eyes of the man who will slit your throat with a crowbar, punk. We don't care about the WCW, WWF history. Here in TWA, we'll squash you maggot, UBD. Let's go, baby.
Here they come. Ultimate bad guys. Their forte is tag team wrestling, but tonight they're going to do it one-on-one.
You know, Sean, when it comes to the wrestlers back in the dressing room, when they're getting themselves ready, sometimes, be it teammate, be it foe, they can coexist. They know they have to coexist. But when these guys are dressing, there is no one around.
Well, they're loners, so to speak, and there's a reason why, because nobody likes them, and they definitely don't like anybody.
Here he comes, making his TWA in-ring debut. Former WWF superstar, former ECW superstar.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, this young man is very talented. That's why he's been to so many organizations. He's extremely talented. And we are bringing some heavy hitters here to the Texas Wrestling Alliance. And this is just the beginning.
Wolfie D, one of the extreme high flyers of professional wrestling, making his in-ring debut tonight here at Far West Rodeo, where we are coming to you with TWA Total Impact, the show that is helping redefine wrestling, not only in Texas, but how people are watching all the up-and-comers.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's only two big organizations, WCW and WWF. There's nowhere for kids to learn, nowhere for young men to learn, and now we're providing that here in the Texas Wrestling Alliance.
Oh, Wolfie D tries to go under Busta. Manages to take Buster with the superior weight. Was not going to let him flip him over. However, Wolfie makes a smart little move. Oh! We know Busta's got a tough head up top, but that answers the other side. Wolfie D doing a little damage, following up with a big slap. Busta into the ropes. Wolfie D off, ducks under. Quick right to the eyes. Neutralizes any momentum Busta might have been going for. Wolfie D definitely right away getting the approval of the crowd.
Big slop drop. Big Bad John comes up, goes for punch. Whoa, Wolfie's in trouble now.
Big Bad John holding on.
Bad guys are at their best, 2-on-1.
Here comes Busta. Oh! Busta Mista. Wolfie D rolls up. Busta, not enough. It's going to take more softening to get that big man down for the count.
I tell you what, though, but UBG have got to learn to be a little more consistent. Whoa, look at that.
Even sometimes a failed move can be turned to your advantage if you're a quick reactionary.
Slid out with a little flying head scissor and brought Big Bad John to his knee.
A little bit of friction going on between the UBGs. We know these guys, they don't exactly, they don't get along like best of friends. They just exist together. Wolfie D takes them both out. The crowd shouting their approval.
And Wolfie is taking it. Hell, he's taking it to both Ultimate Bad Guys, isn't he?
Oh. There's no lack of courage in Wolfie D. Maybe a little lack of smarts for that moment. You don't get on the top rope when you got the other UBG right underneath you, not out cold.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kevin, that is a good, you see, that's a good 8-9 feet to the ground. That is a long fall for any man. And now Big Bad John having his way with Wolfie D outside.
These UBGs, they are two bad men. These guys are so nasty, they beat up their dear sweet old grandmother for that last bottle of tequila.
And I'll tell you what, the Ultimate Bad Guys, that's not the name they gave themselves. The fans gave them their name. And when that happens, I'll tell you what, that means you are ultimately bad. Big choke slam. Yes. Oh.
Nice move. Another beautiful variation. One thing about the wrestlers of the TWA, they all have a point to prove, and they are doing it by reinventing moves you have seen before. But this time you're going, I've never seen it like that. Good old-fashioned elbow drop. Gets as much elevation as possible. Comes down on Wolfie D, and he's laying out, but not down and out. Wolfie D manages to get out, squirted out.
That was close. That was close. And Buster's doing a little shucking and jiving there, a little grooving, and then drop that elbow. I guess that's what he calls Buster time.
Buster time slapping around. You'd swear it's Saturday night back in the shower room at the correctional facility. The way he's slapping him.
And you would think the UBGs would be in a much better mood. I mean, these guys have done a lot of time, and heck, just to have their freedom ought to make them happy, but no. They figured this is the way that they could make a living doing the same thing that put them away, beating people up. Now they get paid for it.
They're getting paid for it. Wolfie D whipped into the ropes. Bust a big back drop, and Wolfie D. I can hear chiropractors throughout San Antonio going, Wolfie, here's my card.
Anything that goes that high ought to have a stewardess on it.
Kick out by Wolfie D. Busted time into the rope. Throws that big old forearm, does not land. Turns him around.
Unbelievable, innovative moves here by the TWA stars.
If you can't drop them on the front of their head and do damage, drop them on the back. Wolfie D now throwing a few punches, winds up big. And Busta's back into the second turnbuckle. He's Busta time is stagger time right now.
Oh, big chop.
A big slap. Busta, though, may be the wrong man. He's got a little bit of meat on his pecs. The crowd definitely into this. What are we going to see? Drives him down face first, right into the ring. Wolfie D rolls over Busta. The count, 1, 2. Not exactly 10 time on Busta time yet, Wolfie D.
Big fall from both. Oh, that is going to slow anybody down.
Wolfie D reverses. Busta goes in, drops down, and referee in the wrong place at the wrong time. Wolfie D. Wolfie is about to come to a distinct disadvantage because Big Bad John has an open lane, tries to come in with the hubcap. Wolfie D drops him right on, face first, onto the hubcap. But there's 2 UBGs, and Wolfie D is only one of PG-13 right now. Wolfie's scrambling. He's trying to grab for whatever he can. He's got that hubcap. What's he going to do with it? Oh! The smart thing! Busta's head may be thick, but that will knock you silly. 2, 3!
That is it. What a big win here from Wolfie D. And
Big Bad John is not happy about this either. Big Bad John helping him out.
Oh, and here comes Venom.
But wait a minute, what is this all about, Sean? What is this? Venom taking a little liberty. You stand up and he delivers the big slap? What's this about?
Wait.
There's a little pass between me and
Isn't
Venom.
all I told you was about?
But we'll get into it soon.
And now that I beat one of the toughest guys around here, just like that, do I get a shot at that title now?
Somebody bring Sean a hanky that knows you got a little grip going there, buddy. Little red stuff.
True enough, you did beat one tough man, but I've beat a number of men, and I've knocked all the competition.
Come on, Sean, do it, man. Sign him up.
You know what, Wolfie? I'll tell you what. We've been great friends for a long, long time. And to prove to these people that I'm a man of my word, I'm a great friend, you got it. You got a title shot next week right in this ring.
Mr. CEO.
Well, you don't see that every day.
I thought you made the matches around here.
Well, you know, he's the champion. He calls the shots. But, you know, oh!
He also takes a cheap shot.
Oh, yeah.
So much for the good friend. My good friend Venom with the Singapore cane. Wolfie D getting bounced around courtesy of that cane.
And I'll tell you that is the thing. Oh! That about the TWA and the wrestling business. Friends are few and far
You have a lot of guts, but not a whole lot of brains. And as far as your title shot, guess what? I lied, because there can be only one.
You know, in this business, friends are hard to come by. And Venom, to be quite honest, I've never really considered you my friend anyway. So what I want, and the boss, Shawn Michaels, said it was okay. Next week, in this very ring, I want a piece of your, because I am going to wrap this hubcap around your head, and I will be the TWA champion.
Venom wants his position. He has got it.
Next week, Total Impact for the Texas Wrestling Alliance will bring you what appears to be no longer just a match for the belt. Now it's a match. It's a match for pride. It's a match between former friends, and it's a match to settle a score. A score where the scorecard was set up tonight in this ring.